sports and gaming channel from Learfield IMG College. Welcome to Triple P on the Blue Hedgehog TV. Now here's the voice of the PCS Ray, Mr. Daniel Voiles. This broadcast is presented by the authority of the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association and the National Association of Professional Racing Leagues Incorporated for the private use of our audience. Any reproduction, rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other disseminations or the use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association and the National Association of Professional Racing Leagues Incorporated is prohibited.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Triple P here on the Blue Hedgehog TV as we're getting set to discuss recapping this weekend's events from Las Vegas, getting you up to date on what's going on around the news and all that, yada, 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 and then previewing Saudi Arabia and the race weekend at Phoenix International Raceway. I'm going to go solo this week. I've told the panelists not to come join the VC because I just want to get this done because I got other shit I need to get done as soon as possible. So with that being said, I'm just going to jump straight into recapping. Let's start with the F1 race from Bahrain. The race was okay, if you ask me. Of course, all the drivers, this is their first race of the year. Wasn't entertaining as far as that's concerned. Lance Stroll got booted on the first lap by Nico Hulkenberg. That was the only incident worthy, but other than that, it wasn't as crazy as it ever. And at the end of the day, Max Verstappen gets the win and starts 2024 off with a bang. So the top 10 results for the F1 race goes as follows. Max Verstappen, the winner. Sergio Perez, second. Carlos Sainz Jr., third. Charles Leclerc, fourth. George Russell, fifth. Lando Norris, sixth. Lewis Hamilton, seventh. Oscar Piastri, eighth. Fernando Alonso, ninth. And Lance Stroll, who made a brilliant recovery, came home in the top 10. All 20 of our drivers finished the race and on the lead lap. Now going to the Truck Series for their Victoria Voice Foundation 200 at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The race was really interesting, if you ask me. First incident of the day. On lap number 4, Bailey Curry was underneath a truck on the inside of 1 and 2. His truck got loose. He tried to save it, couldn't save it, lost control, backed his truck into the safer barrier on the exit of turn 2, had some pretty significant damage. His race was done. Stage 1 was won by Ty Majeski, who actually swept both stages. So the top 10 results from stage 1 were as follows. Ty Majeski, the winner. Second, Raja Carruth. Third was Stuart Friesen. Fourth, Tyler Ingram. Fifth, Corey Heim. Christopher Bell was sixth. Taylor Gray, seventh. Eighth was Kyle Busch. Ninth, Grant Enfinger and Matt Kraft in the top 10. Then the top 10 from stage 2, of course, Ty Majeski won that stage as well. Corey Heim got second, Roger Carruth third. Fourth was Taylor Gray. Fifth was Kyle Busch. Sixth, Nick Sanchez. Seventh was Grant Enfinger. Eighth, Zane Smith. Ninth was Stuart Friesen. And 10th was Matt Crafton. Stage 3 was had a only incident was Dean Thompson got loose coming off of turn number 4. He tried to save it. The truck hooked to the right, and he pancaked the right side of his Toyota Tundra from Tricon Garage into the wall, and his race was done. We'll find it later. But anyway, at the end of the day, Raja Carruth nailed the final pit stop and went on to win the truck race here at Las Vegas. The top 10 results for the truck race was Raja Carruth, the winner. Tyler Ankrum, 7th. Corey Heim, 3rd. Taylor Gray, 4th. Christopher Bell, 5th. Christian Eckes, 6th. Matt Crafton, 7th. Zane Smith, 8th. Grant Enfinger, 9th. And Ty Majeski completed the top 10. Other notables was Brett Holmes in 12th, Connor Jones 14th, Kyle Busch ended up 15th, Nick Sanchez 17th, Connor Mozek 19th, 20th was Tanner Gray, 22nd Lane Riggs, 23rd does not get mentioned because he has the dumbest name in racing. Daniel Dye 24th, Thad Moffitt 25th, Keith McGee 27th, Spencer Boyd 29th, Dean Thompson 30th, Matt Mills 31st, and Timmy Hill, the only truck out of the race, in 32nd. Moving to the Xfinity Series race, as that was not the Xfinity Series results yet they're being found. The race was kind of okay-ish. Sam Mayer, first incident on lap number 7, got loose. He tried to save it. Unfortunately, collected the 31 of Parker Retzloff. Retzloff had some pretty significant damage. Sam Mayer's day was done after that. The rest of stage 1 was common clean. It was won by Chandler Smith. The top 10 for that was Chandler Smith, the winner. Second, John Hunter Nemechek. Third, Austin Hill. Fourth, Riley Herbst. Fifth was Cole Custer. Sixth, Ryan C. AJ Allmendinger finished sixth. Justin Allgaier, seventh. Parker Kligerman, eighth. Ryan C. was ninth. And 10th was Brandon Jones. Nothing happened in stage 2. That was also won by Chandler Smith. He won the stage over John Hunter Nemechek in second. Third was Riley Herbst. Fourth was Justin Allgaier. Fifth, Ryan Sieg. Sixth, Austin Hill. Seventh was Anthony Alfredo. Eighth, Parker Kligerman. Ninth, Cole Custer. And 10th was Ryan Sieg. And then Parker Retzloff had a fuel issue, a fuel pump problem that took him out of the race and pretty much costed him his chance of winning the race. But the rest of the race was kind of nothing really else happened. And then at the end of the day, John Hunter Nemechek went on to win the Xfinity race, which I'm not surprised Cup drivers winning the Xfinity race, but oh well. The top 10 results for the Xfinity Series race were as follows, and your other notables. John Hunter Nemechek, the winner. Cole Custer, second. Chandler Smith, third. Austin Hill, fourth. Riley Herbst, fifth. AJ Allmendinger, 6th, Ryan Sieg, 7th, Sam Smith, 8th, 9th, Brandon Jones, Justin Allgaier, 10th. Your other notables, Eric Almirola was 12th, Corey Heim, 13th, Haley Deegan, 15th, Anthony Alfredo, 16th, Leland Honeyman finished 18th, 20th was Kyle C., Kyle Weatherman, 21st, Jeb Burton, 23rd, J.J. Yaley, 24th, Sheldon Creed, 26th, not sure what really happened to him in the race, Joey Gase, 30th, C.J. McLaughlin, 33rd. SVG had engine problems, and NASCAR tried to penalize him for too many crew members over the wall, but it really didn't matter because his race was already over and all that, yada, yada, yada. He finished 37th with engine problems before the midway point of the race, and Sam Mayer, as I said, finished in last. So there you go. Then we go to the Cup Series race. Before I do that, let me get my other drink. Hold on a second before I tell you what happened on Sunday at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in Las Vegas, Nevada. The race was okay. I won't lie. It was an okay race. It wasn't as great as the truck race. I'll say that for everybody wondering. There was possible fluid on the track. Actually, no. Before that, Christopher Bell had a right rear tire going down, which they said it was possible fluid, but it was actually debris coming off of Christopher Bell's right rear tire, which he had a tire problem. Chris Buescher lost the right front tire, which the lug nut was not tight. He goes hard into the turn 1 wall. That ended his day and also costed his two crew members a 2-week vacation, which we'll discuss more. I'll discuss more on that in our top story news, which brought out a red flag to repair the wall, which lasted 10 minutes and 39 seconds. Rest of stage 1 was Kyle Larson. Top 10 results from stage 1. Kyle Larson, the winner. Tyler Reddick was second as far as stage 1 was concerned. Third was Martin Truex Jr. Fourth, Kyle Busch. Fifth, Denny Hamlin. Sixth was Ty Gibbs. Seventh was Corey LaJoie. Eighth was Ross Chastain. Ninth was Austin Cindric and Christopher Bell, recovering after his cut tire finished in the top 10. I don't know why it says possible fluid. It was actually a tire blew on Christopher Bell. So there you go. Then, of course, Christopher Bell spun off of turn number 2, brought out a yellow. Rest of stage 2 also was won by Kyle Larson. Reddick was second. Denny Hamlin was third. Fourth, Ryan Blaney. Fifth was MTJ. Sixth was Chase Elliott. Seventh, Austin Dillon. Eighth, Alex Bowman. Ninth was Joey Logano. And 10th, Eric Jones. And then Corey LaJoie got spun out by himself. Barely made contact to the turn too well, but he did a good job keeping it off of it, which brought out the final caution. And at the end of the day, Kyle Larson ends up winning the Cup race. So your results for the Cup race were as follows. Kyle Larson, the winner. Tyler Reddick, second. Ryan Blaney, third. Ross Chastain, fourth. Ty Gibbs, fifth. Noah Gragson, sixth. Seventh was Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, eighth. Joey Logano, ninth. William Byron complete the top 10. Your other notables, Chase Elliott was 12th. Brad Keselowski, 13th. Eric Jones was 14th. Carson Hocevar, 15th. Daniel Hemrick, 19th. Josh Berry, 20th. 22nd, John Hunter Nemechek, 24th. Todd Gilliland, 26th. Kyle Busch, who had his splitter over the line, which cost him a very good result. Anyway, Austin Cindric, 29th, Kaz Grala, 31st, Corey LaJoie, 32nd, and Chris Buescher ended up finishing in last. So, sorry about that. My roommate came into my room, asked me a question. I'll worry about dinner in a minute. Just don't worry about Michael. But anyway, I thought the Cup race was good. I wish I mean, I don't understand why they said possible fluid when there was actually a tire going down and all that, yada yada yada. But other than that, it was a okay race to say the least, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. So, I'm just going to go straight into, let's see if there was any top story news. Other than the two crew members for Christopher Bell was suspended for having the right front tire come off the car. So they will miss this weekend at Phoenix and next weekend's race at Thunder Valley in Bristol, Tennessee. Ty Majeski's crew chief was fined $5,000 for one loose lug nut. Brandon Jones and Leland Honeyman's crew chief also fined $5,000 for a loose lug nut or lug nut not properly tight. But other than that, no other penalties as far as that is concerned. Also, Joey Gates was checked and released from the Info Care Center after he was sick and ran the rest of the race. Jack Hawksworth will be driving the number 1 Tricon Garage Toyota Tundra TRD Pro at the race at COTA coming up very soon. Tagliani and Donald Teague will be also sharing the 80 car for the Pinty Series, which we'll discuss that when they start their season in a few months' time. Let's see here. The World Rally Championship and F1 could be making its return to the country of Turkey. President Mohammed bin Salman has had multiple meetings and says it's a real possibility, which I wouldn't be surprised because I would like to see it on the circuit for good, if you ask me. So yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. My TV is off. You would have to turn on from the side, but I have it muted, so I do this. Former F1 driver Heikki Kovalainen will undergo an open heart surgery after being diagnosed. That's a shame. Also, Mohammed bin Salman. It's the first button. You got it on. You got it on. Um, I'm on. I'll fix it. Don't worry.
All right.
But anyway, um,
I get out.
try. Yeah, just tell them I'll get my food in a minute.
Let me
Just
get
don't.
for you?
Yeah, just get it for me because I don't want to f it up. Anyway, sorry about that. I was talking to my roommate, telling him that I'm busy doing my podcast. I'm gonna get the panelists in here because I don't have. We're gonna go over the NR report brought to you by brought to you by our friends at Oreo ice cream. Don't forget Oreo ice cream. You can get it in a cone. You can get an ice cream sandwich, or you can get it in a or one of those drum deals. Oreo ice cream, the proud sponsor of yours truly in the number 26 for World NOS Racing. As I'm going to go ahead and bring in Sean and them. And we're ready for the predictions coming up. While I'm waiting for, or actually, we'll be ready for the NR report. While we're waiting for Sean for the NR report, I'm just going to go ahead and jump ahead to the looking ahead to Saudi Arabia. Okay, so this week we have the let me see. Let me pull up motorsports.com. Hola, Senor Sean.
Ding.
What was that for?
Why not?
Perfect timing. We'll get to your NR report in just a second. Of course, this weekend we have F1 Academy. We have F2 and F1 Racing this weekend from the street circuit of Jeddah. Of course, the Moto GP fans, we're only going to focus on Jeddah this weekend. We have IndyCar this weekend at St. Pete, and of course, the Xfinity Cup Series are also racing this weekend at Phoenix, which we'll discuss more about the NASCAR part in just a minute. And now, Sean Art, it's time for the Double A report presented by Oreo Ice Cream.
Yes, the AA Cup, well, the AA Series made their season 2 debut just as the week of this being recorded back on Tuesday, and a very exciting race that started off with chaos immediately at the end of the first lap as the Calamity Corner strike first and causing the big one. Mostly after that, it became sort of smooth and steady here for the rest of the race. But it didn't mean that it was going to be a smooth sailing to the finish, and another caution came out, causing a 2-lap dash. And it would be and at the end of it all, it would be between the 14 of Human and the 81 of Andy Thomas. And the 81 of Andy Thomas would come out victorious, winning not just the Daytona race, but do it in back-to-back seasons. Gonna go over the top 10 here for that race. And as mentioned, Andy Thomas wins the race. Human second. Kenzie third. Skylar Taylor fourth. Brandon fifth. Bam Bomb sixth. Nathan Orman seventh. DeMarcus eighth. Chris Thomas ninth. And Lazaria rounds up the top 10. Don't have points as the moment, but we'll get them in due time.
No, definitely we will get him. Oh, hold on a second.
Did you forget something?
No, oh, screw it. I'm gonna have to get me a new remote for my TV because I don't know what the hell is wrong with my remote, but I'm not going to discuss it. So anyway, let's see here. Oh, shut up, laptop. Uh, let's go ahead. What?
I'm also just give a quick.
Yeah, I was hearing it, so we're good. I'll have to get a new Cox remote for my room. I need to get it done tomorrow. So anyway, getting back on topic here. It's time for the PCS Ray Gatorade Dash Series update. The race, by the way, just went out today, as of this recording, or yesterday. And here is our race summary. Only 2 cautions in that race. 2 cautions, Sean. Which was a very interesting race, if you say the least. If you know what I mean. Let's see here. We had the big wreck with Cody Smart, Zachary Fitzwater going into the corner. That was contact with Maxie Chilton, which took about a fourth of the field, which, in the words of Sean, his favorite line. So, yeah. Zachary Fitzwater had damage to the right front fender of his car. And then coming to the checker flag, you thought Annie Crenshaw was going to win. Nope. Got wrecked by the 168 coming to the checker flag. And David Heller ended up taking the checker flag. And Annie Thomas forgot where the brake pedal was because she ran in the back of the 108 of Abigail Lincoln. So the top 10 results from the race that happened today, as of this taping yesterday. David Heller won. Sean's not going to be happy about who finished second. That would be his sister, Jessie. Chester Harvey was third, Annie Crenshaw fourth, Alexandria Sarnes fifth, Jared Underhill sixth, Rebecca Hawkins seventh, Marco Diaz eighth, Tatiana Gordon ninth, Ed Lucci Bianchi complete the top 10. Gatorade Dash Series will be racing at Rockingham, North Carolina for a exclusive discussion of this race. Tune in next weekend for the this weekend for the Inside the PCS Ray, which I will bring that back fairly soon. So there you go. Let's see here. It was a interesting race, to say the least. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and talk about Jeddah this weekend. Of course, we got the F1 race. That'll be Saturday night. Hope you will tune in for the race. It will begin at 11:55 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so almost high noon, from Saudi Arabia. So what do you expect we're going to see in this race weekend, Sean? Senor? And looks like Senor had to go do something, so I'll just go ahead and give you my thoughts, what I think we're going to see at this race. It's going to be an interesting race, to say the least. I don't know what kind of race we're going to see with the new regulations and all that, but it should be a very cracking of a race. Our first street circuit race of the season. So, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and get down into our predictions. Of course, it is the normal routine: driver to win, driver to stay away from, and dark horse, 1 point each. Before I go over the start global, we're going to go over the standings for this weekend's event. So coming in this weekend, Nothing really changed as far as the standings. Andy Crenshaw, the points leader by 1 point over Cody Smart, Heather Galloway. Basically, it's the same thing all the way down the bottom of the points with Sean with 8 points on the board. So hooray, hooray, hooray. So, but Sean's got some catching up to do. And of course, we're also going to talk about St. Pete after we do our F1 picks. Are you ready, Sean?
Wait, I forgot to do a double A report
Oh,
on that.
go ahead on the double A report, and then we're gonna do predictions.
It was a double S report because we also had the Daytona 500 race in double S, and boy, it was a fun race to watch, and really, it was clean throughout the whole race. No problems started until we had an engine go kaboom. That caused our first yellow. It was actually the 23 of Jesse Hard whose engine boom, causing our first yellow. Then we had, at the midway point of the race, another yellow because of the field spread out. And then we had a third yellow because another car had an engine problem. And then after that third yellow, it was going to be a 3-lap dash to the finish. And what happened on the last lap didn't cause a yellow, but at the end of the day, it's a number 90 winning at his own track. So, gonna cover the top 10 here, starting with the number 90 of Matthew, then second's the 43 of Maddie, third is the 32 Jeanette, fourth is the 84 Owen, fifth is the 52 of Patrick, sixth place is the 45 of Skylar Taylor, seventh is the 82 of Gaming Freak, eighth is Mark, 9 is Joe, and rounding out the top 10 is Sean Hard.
That would be
21.
Yeah, that would be you. And I finished pretty poorly.
Yep, and for both races, I should say, coming up in a couple of weeks, they will be double A. Will be racing at Texas. Double S will be racing in Atlanta. But I'll be back again next week for more report as we introduce a third series to the whole group of that. But that's it for that report.
Yep, and that is the NR report. All right, Sean, are you ready for your predictions for Saudi Arabia? Then we'll preview St. Pete after that.
Yeah, I should say this for Saudi Arabia. Very, very unique track here in the past now. And it just, with how this upcoming weekend's going to go, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. But I want to do something here. Because there's something I like to do.
For predictions?
For predictions. Because there's 3 ways you can do it normally.
The original way, the Taylor way, or the Sean way, as I like to call it.
Now, this way, okay, I'm going to spin a wheel. Is it mine? Is it the normal? Or is it Taylor's?
Watch it land on Taylor's, and then Taylor's going to say, all right.
You called it! You called it!
Oh, my God.
You called it! You called it!
Oh, my God. That I should win a cookie.
You're gonna get a cookie after the show.
Yes. All right, Sean.
Okay.
Who is your driver to stay away from?
Driver to stay away, and this is for F1, right?
Yes.
Okay. Gotta go back to the last race, so we're not picking somebody who's too easy, so then Cody doesn't yell at me.
Remember, all 20 drivers finished, so 16th through 20th would be too easy.
For my driver to stay away from, I'm going to pick Lance Stroll.
Ooh, yeah, he finished 10th. You know, when I look at this, I'm sorry to cut you off, Sean. Looking at when I looked at the results, you know, there's couple of drivers that don't surprise me, but then there's two drivers that brings up my attention, and that are both Alpines are too easy, which is a surprise.
Yeah, that's a bit surprising.
All right, dark horse.
Dark horse? Look, this might be a weird one to throw out, but there is a reason behind it. The driver I'm picking for dark horse is Max Verstappen.
Oh, I think I know he's going to change up his winner.
You know who I'm going for winner, but I'll get to the winner here in a second. But for Verstappen, he's going to continue his run on finishing very good. He's going to have another podium on his way, but he's not getting the win. Now moving to my winner, I think you know where this is going. Give me Checo.
Alright, and here are my picks. Which I'm also going to steal Taylor's picks.
Taylor's message.
Yes. If Taylor tries to sue me after the show, then he can go sue a doctor instead.
Oh.
You knew that was coming.
Oh, no, you didn't just do that.
I just did.
Oh.
I'm going to say... I'm going to take Fernando Alonso as my driver to stay away from. Dark horse. I'm going Georgie.
Georgie! Let me get the hat on because you said that.
Oh, I knew I was going to say that.
I got the hat.
Cool. My winner, Max Verstappen.
Okay.
And then the rest of my drivers will have their picks out. So this is the first race, the IndyCar prediction, Sean. What do you think we're going to see at St. Pete this weekend?
Well, you know, this road course, this 1.8 mile road course, can always be unpredictable, especially when you're going into turn number one. When these cars start going here, turn one's the dangerous area. Anything can happen there. That's the unpredictability of this track.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm thinking here. When you go into turn one, watch out. It can get very, very interesting. But it's going to be a fun race, and it's so great to start another IndyCar season.
All right, same rules apply. Of course, one little note I do need to mention for the IndyCar entry list is that Callum Ilott is going to be replacing David Malukas for this race. We expect David Malukas to be back in our next race, which, let me look at the schedule. That will be coming up in 2 weeks at Thermal, California.
Yep, the $1 million challenge.
Yep. All right, Mr. Sean, what do you want to go off? Who are you going to... Okay, you're doing your method. That means we're going to start with the dark horse.
Yep, going to start off with the dark horse, and I'm going to pick Scotty Mack.
Stay away from.
Stay away from. This is a difficult part. How are we doing the stay away from?
I gotta see here. IndyCar. Scoop. Let me get the scoop. The IndyCar scoop. Yeah, I need to like you so I can get the entry list. There are 27 drivers entered, which, by the way, I'm going to post the entry list right now.
Okay.
Reminder, top 14 is the dark horse. 14th on down is the stay away from. There you go. I will ping if you don't know where it is. There you go. You're welcome.
Okay. Now, is there any way that's too easy?
Colin Brown is, by the way, driving the 51, which is a bra. I never thought Colin Brown in IndyCar was going to happen in my dictionary.
Is there anybody too easy?
No, because this is the first race of the season.
You know what? I'm sorry to do this, but stay away from Colin Brown.
And, of course, he's not too easy because, well, it's his series debut.
Yeah, so I'm good.
But, by the way, that's former NASCAR driver Colin Brown to you.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, to your winner.
You know what? I'm looking over at someone part of that Team Penske group. Joseph Newgarden.
All right, Joseph Newgarden. By the way, my driver's picks will be down in the description below. I'm going to point that out for everybody. All right, for my picks, I'm still stealing Taylor's picks. Actually, when I say Taylor's picks, I'm talking about his method. You know what I'm talking about. All right. I am going to say you picked one rookie, Sean. I'll pick another rookie for you. Kiffin Simpson will be my driver to stay away from.
Yeah, makes sense.
Rookies never do well on season openers, if you ask me. My dark horse, Will Power. I got the power. And my winner, as Zachary Taylor is here, he'll go next in our pick-a-thon. My winner, I am going to say, I'm going to take Scotty Mack to win. Is not an answer. Hi, Taylor. All right, Mr. Taylor, I think it's your turn. Your picks for both IndyCar and F1. Are you ready? Make sure you're not picking somebody who's too easy. Wink, wink. Oh, and also, Taylor, I'm putting this in your DM. This is the entry list for IndyCar, so you're welcome. Thank you for doing that, Danny.
Let's see here.
You want to do F1 or IndyCar?
How about we start with IndyCar here?
Oh, and then you'll do your F1 picks as well.
Let's see here.
I'm writing your picks down so you don't have to deal with it. Okay.
Let's see here. Oh, you mother of pearl.
I didn't know pearls were a thing on this stream.
Let's What?
Are you just writing them down and then revealing them to us?
No, actually, I was pulling up the results from last year. That way I don't pick anybody who's too easy.
I do need to mention Colin Brown is not too easy for Stay Away From.
Yeah, good for me.
I'm really curious how he's going to really do in an Indy car.
Yeah.
Him driving for Dale Coyne Racing is a bra moment.
Okay, how about... Let's see.
Cue the Jeopardy music.
Okay, how about I take Stingray Rob as my Stay Away From?
And watch Cody say, pick again. Once he sees this taping of our show. Dark Horse.
He finished 12th out of 27 in the last race of last year, so...
Okay, so you're safe then.
Yeah. Okay, how about for Dark Horse?
What in the world?
I go with... How about I go with Alex Palou?
I was wondering who had the balls to do that.
And for winner, how about Gibson Newgarden?
And that's Sean's winner as well. Stupid. Hold on.
Get my face again.
Zachary Taylor loves to steal. Zachary Taylor, who loves stealing pigs. Who's your Stay Away From for F1?
I got no comment on that.
Up! I knew that was coming.
Okay, let's come over here.
Oh no, we're ripping off of Cody's line. Oh no, I don't know how this is going to end well for Cody, our intrepid hero.
It's not going to end well.
What will happen to our intrepid hero Cody? Find out next time on another adventure of Triple P. if he's smart enough to come on to the show next week. I'm sorry, Cody, but it's the truth.
He's gonna do something maybe illegal to you, Andy.
He'll have to go past Bucky first.
Oh, he'll punch Bucky.
No, then he'll get beaver. No, it'll be beaver abuse. All right, come on, Taylor.
Anyway, moving on from the punching conversation we were just having. Punch Taylor? Okay. Anyway, I am going to say Oscar Piastri, or you pronounce his name?
Oscar Piastri.
You never pronounce his name. It's simple.
If not, I will have Tyler Thomas come over to your house and beat the crap out of you in the middle of the night, and then I'm gonna die laughing. And if you say something about a comment, then Tyler Thomas will do something very illegal to you. And then Sean will film it and post it on my channel, Dark Horse. Stealing my picks again. No, I'm still writing it down since you said it. Oh no. Yeah.
Yawn. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Give me. Let's see. Hold on. Actually, I got an idea. No, you don't.
Uh-oh, I wonder what kind of strategy Taylor's going to use next.
Oh, I know what certain strategy. Oh.
It's not going to be the dead Ormy strategy.
You know what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
How about I take Carlo Sainz to win?
You're right, Taylor.
I'm perfectly fine. Yes, I'm fine. Yes, I'm perfectly fine.
Oh, twinkle, twinkle, little star. Anywho, let's go ahead and preview Phoenix, as this weekend we have, let's see here. I don't know what Taylor Jr. is doing, but that's off topic here. This weekend we have the Xfinity and Cup Series races. This Saturday you can catch the you can catch the call811.com every time 200 at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on FS1. You can listen to it on the MRN Radio, the voice of NASCAR, and also Sirius XM NASCAR and all that yada yada yada. And there are 39 drivers for 38 spots, so unless somebody withdraws, one truck or one car will go home. Trucks are off this week. So who would like to volunteer to go first?
My volunteer take.
All right, Uncle Taylor, you're going first. Is not an answer.
Let's see, driver to stay away from here. I will say, how about I go with Brandon Jones as my stay away from? Oh.
And before Brandon Jones wins to screw Taylor. Okay, I have an idea. I'm going to steal Taylor's method for my picks. Just kidding. Who's your dark horse?
Wait a minute. Let's see something. You go there right now.
By the way, Ryan Vargas is in the 32 this week for Jordan Anderson Racing, and let's see who is in the 92. 92 is Nick Leeds.
Anyway, you're hanging out. I gotta make it back. Yeah. Dark horse.
Oh, you're gonna do dark horse. Normally you do your long shot.
Wait. No, wait. Let's actually do long shot. Park Walker's on getting out of kilter here. Okay, long shot. You know what? This actually worked out for me last race, so I'm gonna do it again. Give me Anthony Alfredo.
I think Sean knows where this is gonna go.
Are you like No. Are you sure about that? Yes, I'm perfectly sure.
Alright, what's next, Taylor?
Hello, you dark horse. Who do I want to take here? Give me. You know what? Give me right what your hope stands my dark horse. Hang on about that.
Alright.
For sleeper. Give me Jesse Love as my sleeper.
Oh, I have a funny pun, but I'm not gonna say it on the stream. I'm gonna save it off the air.
Oh.
You're not gonna like me. But anyway, who's your favorite?
Well, like Sean's probably gonna be the one that ain't gonna like whatever you're in this anyway. Winner, I'm gonna say.
Is not an answer.
Give me Justin Allgaier to win.
Oh boy. By the way, the LTR standings are also down in the description as well if you have not seen what the standings look like coming into this race. As that is not what I wanted you to do, you derping laptop. Alright! Would you stop being a drunken hyena? Sean, you're next.
Alright, so it's my turn to make a strategy pitch.
Yep.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Somebody wants me to join Uno, and I'm not dealing with that at the moment, for crying out loud.
I think I know which one you're talking about, but I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, I'll go there, man. I'm trying. We're dealing with this at the moment, and I don't feel like dealing with other garbage at the moment, and that's our garbage.
Okay, so we'll put garbage as Nathan Orman's pick. Okay.
Anyway, man. So we're just gonna do normal here, and I'm gonna let. Oh, it's either me or my sister going first, right?
Let me look at the standings coming into the race weekend. Also, I should also mention the Triple P NASCAR NR standings will also be down in the description. Let's see. I'm still in last place. I'm gonna let Sean go first, then Jesse.
I'm going before my sister.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing. I need to make sure my sister doesn't use the dad girl strategy. Oh. So, we're going to start off with the favorite. And I think we all remembered how last year's spring race kind of went.
Mm-hmm.
So for my favorite, I'm going to pick Sammy Smith.
Ooh, nice pick.
Now, let me go. I open up my notes to choose the stay away from. Because this was a difficult pick. Don't get me wrong, it might seem easy, but to me it's a bit difficult. You know what? Stay away from Ryan Seek.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me write that or type that in. Okay. Next.
Mouse. Okay, so what do I have left?
You have. Let me. Okay, first off, you can go away on my laptop. You have Dark Horse Sleeper Long Shot. You have left.
Dark Horse, I'm going to pick Justin Allgaier. Sleeper. I'm going to say people are going to be sleeping on Parker Kligerman.
That's not an answer.
In my long shot, I'm going to pick Riley Herbst.
All right, and now Jesse's next.
For Jesse. Are you insane? Jesse! Her favorite is Brandon Jones.
Oh. Is not an answer, Taylor.
Stay away from AJ Allmendinger. What? Okay, now this is crazy talk.
Mm-hmm.
Her Dark Horse. She's picking Austin Hill.
And the Fanta server gets flagged for raging.
And now her sleeper, she's picking John Hunter Nemechek.
JANJHN.
And then her long shot, she's picking Corey Hines.
Is not an answer. All right. For my picks for Xfinity, let's see here. Let me look at the entry list. Oh, that's Cup. I want Xfinity. There we go. I'm gonna go Chandler Smith as my favorite. Is not an answer. Stay away from. Haley Deegan.
You know, that's a reasonable pick.
Dark Horse SVG.
That's a reasonable pick.
Sleeper. CFC American, get back on the bus.
CFC American, not a bad pick.
Long shot. Ooh, here's a good long shot.
That's a decision.
Riley Hurts is my long shot.
Okay, not a bad pick.
Even though Taylor's about to say, bro, who I'm picking for Cup, which, speaking of Cup, we're going to get to our Cup predictions for this weekend. And if you gentlemen don't mind, I will probably go first because I am still the worst this week. So you can catch the Shriner Children's Hospital 500. I think that is what it's called. Yep, the Shriner Children's 500. All right. I did not ask you to be drunk. All right. All right.
Now that's funny.
I want the stupid thing open, you derp. So you can catch the Shriner Children's 500 at Phoenix this Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox. You can listen on MRN Radio, The Voice of NASCAR, and Sirius XM NASCAR.
Fun.
Yeah, it's funny because it's on the stream!
Nice when you big dummy.
I'm not going to say it. Thank you. Moving on. There's only 36 entries. Oh, I also forgot to mention this for Xfinity. William Byron's driving the 17 this week.
Hey, you just went there earlier.
Oh, here we go again. Same drivers as it was last week. Derek Kraus is in the 16 this week. Kaz Grall in the 15. I think that's it. Just those 36 drivers. All right. My favorite. Taylor's going to say, bruh. MTJ!
Right.
Stay away from Ryan Preece. Preece ended up using the St. Louis Deadbird strategy. Dark Horse, Ryan Blaney, last year's champion. Of course, last time we were here, he won the championship. I'm fully clothed, that's what Taylor said. Sleeper. Kyle Larson. Long shot. Ty Gibbs. What? Uncle Taylor, you're next.
Alright, driver to stay away from. I'm doing this. Give me Joey Logano.
Oh, thank you. That would be Travis Hampton's future girlfriend if he so chooses.
Alright, because you just said that. Here's $100 for you, Danny.
All right, what's next, Taylor?
Let's do wrong shots.
You picking Taz Gralla, I'm guessing? Or Corey LaJoy?
Let's see. Give me. You know what? Give me Todd Gillis.
Bruh.
Why?
I think Sean and I are looking at each other and go, excuse me, Taylor, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. Dark Horse. You know what? I'm doing it. Give me Ty Gibbs.
Oh! What's next? Ty Gibbs wins the race to make Elijah angry.
That would be funny. Sweet
I'm predicting Taylor taking MTJ or Kyle Busch.
Let's see, speaking Kyle Busch. He's in a zone on this race.
Get in the zone. Auto zone. Just kidding.
Give me Tyler Reddick.
And favorite.
Let's see, driver that I'm going to take for favorite. Give me.
Is not an answer. Who is it?
You know what? Give me Ryan Blaney.
Alright, Sean, you're next.
Let's see here. It's not fun to be back here at Phoenix. I'm telling you.
Or as the end of this series likes to call it, Tweenix.
I'm telling you, but this version of Phoenix absolutely sucks.
I would like to see Blue Jenner and Happy Shark do a happy dance.
But we gotta take this one anyway. So I'm gonna start off with the favorite. Now I would think about going back to the last time we were here went. However, I'm gonna go a different route. Because I'm going to actually go to the last spring race at Phoenix. My favorite? Give me William Byron.
I kind of figure you're going to take Willie B.
Give me Byron. Give me Byron.
Sean wants a free Willie B. Whee!
I want a giant hat. Yeah. Anyway, next up, to stay away from. I'm going to pick Eric Jones.
Oh, for stay away from?
For stay away from. He's not too easy because he finished 14.
Should mention this real quickly. Ed Jones is going to be running 3 races for Sam Hunt Racing, which will be Coda, Portland, and Sonoma in the Xfinity Series. So, just throw it out there. Dark horse for Sean. Back to the Phoenix picks.
Dark horse, I'm a sleeper. I'm just thinking we're going to be sleeping on Noah Grayson. I think he's going to have another good week. And long shot, Brackowski.
And finally, your sister Jessie.
Bruh. Well, someone's gonna get mad here.
I'm just going to get Trigger happy in about 5 seconds.
Not Trigger happy. How about Trigger angry? My sister's favorite, Joey Logano.
No, it's no. It's not Joey Logano. It's Joey Lagat. Taylor.
Let's see. To stay away from. Oh no, this is disrespectful. She pitched Robbie and Blaney.
Oh.
I am no position for. Let's tail it down the mountain.
What's next? She has Cedric as her dark horse.
No. Get Danny Hamlin.
Oh, that. You know, Denny Hamlin. I saw Denny Hamlin's car, and I thought to myself, that is the most ugliest car ever.
You absolutely suck, FC. You absolutely suck.
Well, she's not as bad as Dead Ormond. Let's get that right.
Anyway, that's a sleeper. She's gonna pick Chase Elliott.
Yeah, that pleases somebody, Jim Bob.
And then her long shot. Can Harrison Burton?
Oh, what? Who are you and what have you done with your? Who are you and what have you done with Jesse Hart?
You picked someone who picked 30th.
Oh God, what's next? Cody Smart picks Justin Haley as favorite.
Cody is now. So.
So Cody should not be smart enough for his picks then. All right, boys and girls, we've hit to the end of the journey. Any final thoughts before we start Saudi Arabia, St. Pete, and Phoenix? Or as we like to call it, Phoenix?
Honestly, Florida has some interesting races happening, and who knows what we're going to see over races that are going to be happening. So we'll have to see what happens.
All right, Sean?
All I'm going to say is one word. Touch.
Oh, I knew that was going to say. Should mention on the Mercy Orthopedics injury report real quickly before we get out of here. David Malukas will be out. Will be back. Will be off the injury list since he will be back for the $1 Million Challenge. However, I don't know when Chris Hacker is going to be off of the injury report. So he would be the only driver left on the Mercy Orthopedics injury report, which we want to thank Mercy Orthopedics injury report as always. Slow down by an arthritis, a broken bone, or sports injury. Count on Mercy to help restore your orthopedic life. Call Mercy Orthopedics today. Mercy, a proud sponsorship of the PCSRA. Let's take a look at this week's upcoming events of PCSRA. We're going to do it again next week, as I hope they'll bring us back next week to recap Phoenix, St. Pete, and all that. And then we're going to preview, as I pull up my motorsports website here. That is not the motorsports website, you derping phone. Actually, I'll just do it up here. We have the Bristol race. Formula E is back for the first time since July. Or not July, January, excuse me. I've had a long day at work, okay? Just forgive me on that. Anyway, so we have Bristol for Trucks and Cup, Formula E for at Sao Paulo, and then we have the IMSA podcast, which Zachary Taylor and I will have a further discussion on that as well the following week when we get ready to do all the fun. So there you go. That's a look at this week's upcoming events for PCSRA, brought to you by Coke Zero, real Coca-Cola, taste 0 calories. The National Highway Safety Office is a proud sponsor of Triple P and wants to remind all of our NASCAR friends this season that drinking and driving is deadly and illegal. Together we can end DUI. Please make sure drive sober or get pulled over. That's the National Highway Traffic Safety Office as far as that's concerned. With that said, I want to thank you guys so much for joining us for Triple P for this awesome podcast as always, as we survived another one. If you guys enjoyed this awesome podcast, be sure to give a like. If you haven't considered subscribing yet, I highly recommend you do so in order to keep up with some wonderful content coming out in the near future, as well as future episodes of your favorite podcast coming out throughout the rest of this weekend, onward to the next. On behalf of Sean Art and Zachary Taylor, I'm DJ Bulls, aka PCSRA Blue Hedgehog 26. Thanks so much for joining us here. We'll see you next week. Until then, you've been watching another broadcast courtesy of PCSRA TV, the best in racing since 2017. Good night from Yukon, Oklahoma.
Smart one, smart enough to join.
Oh.